What's up guys, MainManSWE here, hoping you're all doing awesome as always. What a nice person, always wishing my audience well. So, this guy making it to Tekken 7, has it sunk in yet for you? Because to me it's still, my mind is still blown. Can't believe it. Like I'm watching Walking Dead with my girlfriend. Love a series so far, we're at season 6. I heard it turns a bit worse at season 7 and 8, but that Negan is supposed to be an amazing villain. I haven't seen him yet in the series. I watched a couple of clips on YouTube, but from what I hear, he's a great villain, played by the amazing Jeffrey Dean Morgan, which I saw first as the comedian in Watchmen, one of my favorite superhero movies. But yeah, Negan himself making it to Tekken 7. No one saw this one coming. It's making the rounds on Twitter and everyone's mind is blown. I've seen huge Twitter accounts talk about this, who usually don't talk about Tekken. This is, it's incredible. And you just gotta admire how crazy Harada and Bandai Namco are, and how crazy brilliant they are. I mean, this is surely gonna set a new standard for guest characters. But like, yeah, we got Geese, we got Noctis, and then we get a couple of legacy characters, and then Negan, or Negan. How do you pronounce that? I'm gonna say Negan. So yeah, this is, I can look at this screen for hours, because it still hasn't really settled in my head that we're getting Negan. This is a wonderful piece of art that was made by a poster artist on Twitter. Don't you just love the look of that? This is from infamous scene from Walking Dead. Oh yeah, Negan versus Rick, but now it's gonna be Jin versus Negan. Oh god, look at that blank stare. So, in this video I'm gonna talk a bit about what I expect to see in the Season 2 DLC. And this is what I think we're gonna get. So we had Anna and Lei revealed, as well as Negan, or Negan. I'm gonna switch between those. But I think Julia is a no-brainer to return, because she's a very, very popular Tekken character. It was actually kind of weird not seeing her in the roster of Tekken 7. Much more so than Lei. Lei is an iconic character, but he wasn't played nearly as much as Julia, which is actually a popular Tekken character. She's played a lot. So, I don't know if it's maybe they don't know what to do with her. They did that JC thing in Tag 2, revamped her a bit, but I think it's for granted, and we should almost take for certain that we're gonna see her. And my second pick there is Armor King, which I also think is going to make it. I'm not as sure as Julia, but popular for sure in Tekken 6, Tekken 5 DR, Tag 2. He was gone for a couple of games. We didn't see him from Tekken 2 to Tekken 5 DR. So he's gone for quite a while, but regained popularity. Tag 2 played quite a lot, really cool character, they did great things with him. I really love Armor King, and he's one of those characters where I just want to see what they do with his rage art and stuff, because lots of potential there for brutality. But yeah, we're getting Negan, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of brutality in the game, either way. And of course I picked Akira, the poster boy, the Jin of Virtua Fighter. Virtua Fighter, of course, the game, the very first 3D fighter that, of course, inspired Tekken. Harada and the guys behind Tekken have been very forthright with this. Like, we took a lot of inspiration from Virtua Fighter, and you can even see like the bound mechanic and tech roll. All of those mechanics that were introduced, you know, step by step into Tekken, you could see them in the Virtua Fighter game prior to Tekken, you know, with each iteration. So a huge role model for Tekken, but a game that died off because it didn't do the visual stuff as well as the presentation. Never even nearly as good as Tekken, which is why I think the game died. And the characters are not as memorable as the Tekken characters. And Tekken is much more beautifully animated. There, I said it. It's just true. But I would love to see Akira. It would be such a tribute to the now dead Virtua Fighter, but coming to life in its greatest rival, or its greatest offspring, I would say, because Tekken is sort of a product of Virtua Fighter. So Akira to me would be just great to have in the game. So those are my picks for the DLC characters, what I hope for, and what I think we will see. And I also want to talk a bit about the balancing of Season 2, because it was obvious from the reveal trailer that we were going to see some balancing. You saw Heihachi's parry suddenly stunned, lead to a combo. You saw Gigas with his while standing 4 extension. So they are working on the balancing. Even Lars seemed to be able to enter dynamic entry from moves where he couldn't do so before. And at the top, I've put the characters I most want to see get buffed, and it's Heihachi, Kazuya, Lee, Gigas, Noctis, Katarina, Miguel, and Lars. These guys really should get buffs in Season 2, in my opinion. Of course, at the bottom, I've put Paul, Dragunov, Devil Jin, Kazumi, Jack, and Xiao Yue as nerfs. Please nerf these people, these bastards. And I want to talk a bit about those guys, actually. Paul is kind of fine, I would say. It's just his rage art cancel is stupid. Either it's guts to goes, or you gotta nerf the damage, because right now it's too much. Everything else with the character, he's very strong, but I think there's nothing imbalanced there. His homing moves are super good, back 1-2, quarter circle back 4, but that can stay. And just one other nerf to Paul. You know his Death Fist, when it hits from the side in a combo, and they roll very slowly, and you can do forward, forward, 4? I'm not entirely certain that was even meant to be in the game, but it leads to the most absurd combos. So Death Fist should always knock far away, even from the sides. So Rage Art cancel, nerf. Death Fist from the side, please nerf, because it's too much damage. It's just flat out broken, I would say. And Dragunov, nothing really I have to say here. Kind of a perfect character. Either while running 2 or down 2, nerf one of those. Because it's just so comical that a character with such a huge array of moves is turned into the 2-move guy. Because he has 2 moves that are just so over the top. Isn't it kind of comical to... Oh, I just spit on my screen. Lovely. Isn't it kind of comical to think of his down 2? He has like 10 other lows, you know. He has a lot of lows, this character. But his down 2 is so perfect and covers everything you want in a low that all of his other lows are never used because they immediately turn useless. And I can't imagine that was what they were going for. Devil Jin, so far above Heihachi and Kazuya, it's not even... and above any character, I think. Dragunov is almost there, Kazumi is almost there, but Devil Jin, if played perfectly, is absolutely the best character. And I'm so tired of seeing him be the best Mishima in every single game he's been in, and always one of the top characters. Nerf him a bit, so only the Devil Jin enthusiasts, and those who are really passionate about him, stay with him. It's so boring to have everyone play Devil Jin who likes Mishimas just because he's always the best Mishima. Let's get more diversity in the Mishima picks. Let's nerf Devil Jin a bit. Kazumi, almost the same problem as Dragunov, a bit too perfect. She's not as well rounded as Dragunov, I would say, but her pokes, man, and her wall damage, I think she should get a tiny bit of a nerf, in my opinion. And Jack, kind of the same thing, always a staple at tournaments. Forward 1, front crouch, down back 1. Also a character that's played, if you have great fundamentals, with very, very little moves. I just feel his frames can be a bit too oppressive. He has a big weakness in that his sidestep is non-existent. Huge hitbox. So a character with flaws, obviously, but his frames are so strong. So strong. And his back 3-2 shoulder combo recovers very quickly, does 1 million damage, and travels the entire stage. And he has a very easy time getting people in the air with down forward 2. So I'm just saying he could get some nerf, in my opinion. And Xiao Yue, yeah, of course you don't see her at top 8 in tournaments, but the crushing on her Art of Phoenix was good enough the way it was in Tag 2. They buffed that crushing for Tekken 7 and it got a bit too extreme in my opinion. It's almost as if she goes invincible, and her rage drive is insanely strong. She can keep that, but just nerf the crushing a bit. Very strong character indeed. So, that's what I wanted to say, actually, on the Season 2 right now. So what do you guys think? What would you... I mean, I'm still so fucking amazed that we're getting a Season 2, rebalancing, 6 new characters. I mean, I'm walking on clouds. Like, it was revealed 24 hours ago, and I'm like... I'm so happy to be alive and be a Tekken fan. I'm corny sometimes, I'm sorry. So the secret's out of a bag. No, cat's out of a bag. What's that expression? I don't know. But please write in the comments what you guys like to see. I'd love to see some fun ideas regarding the balancing of the game. And I know everyone right now is trying to guess those 3 characters, but we don't know who they are. Like, who is it going to be? Obviously, like, 1 or 2 legacy characters, and then maybe another guest character. Or maybe it's Negan is the guest character, and we're getting 3 more legacy characters. Who knows? But I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. Soul Calibur 6 released soon, and Tekken 7 doesn't look like it's gonna die anytime soon either. So, whew, I'm really hyped. So I hope you all have a nice day. Take care, and I'll see you later.